I'm gonna do another video because I want to. Warning for any of my like younger cousins and my like younger people watching this. This video is insanely boring. I know you love me so much, but it's boring. Like, you don't have to watch it. I promise. I'm not gonna feel offended. Go watch my Roblox video. Go rewatch one of my vlogs. You don't have to watch this one. It's literally just me staring at a screen talking. So, because it's already almost 1 in the morning. So, we are on the Reddit page. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Which one do we want to look at? Okay, wait. I kind of want to look at this one. This is pretty short. Alright. Ew, I don't like reading in front of people. It's a camera. I need to stop being such a freaking loser. Alright. Am I the a-hole for making my kid call the coach to tell him that she's quitting? Off just the title? No. Whatever. Okay. My kid is a quitter. She wants to try a sport, realizes she doesn't like it, and then she wants to quit. This happens with basically everything she tried. Hobbies, commitment, and so on. Wait, same. Sorry. It is a frustrating habit that I can't get her to kick. If I force her to keep doing the activity, then it is a miserable time for everyone. She has a big stubborn streak. Please, the lisp is bad. I know. Please just ignore it. A big stubborn streak, and will try to make everyone's problem. I have forced her to finish things before. It is just not a fun time for anyone. My daughter is 12 and wanted to join cross country for the summer. Well, now that it's hot, she doesn't wish to do it anymore. That is the reason she gave. The grammar in this is weird. And wishes to quit the team. I told her no, and that it will get cooler, but she admits she is done. Are you sure you're the mom, or are you the kid writing? Sorry. No, not everyone is good at writing. I'm sorry. Yesterday night for practice was not fun. What? She complained constantly and forgot her water, but luckily a friend had some extra. I told her that if she wants to quit, then she can call the coach's number and tell him herself. She hates talking on the phone, so anxiety with it, and refuses to call him herself. That has been the running deal, and she is upset. My ex is kind of pissed at me for this and is claiming I'm being rude, and just to let her quit, and I can call the coach's number instead of making my kid do it. Okay, first off, I can see why that's your ex. It's not like you're saying, like, go give a 10-minute speech on why you want to quit. No, you're just saying call him and say, hey, I'm quitting. Like, yeah, so I would not, no, not at all. Alright, let's read some comments. Not the a-hole. You're teaching your kid how to be an adult. Yeah. If you make a commitment to something or someone, you stick to it, even if it is difficult. I also like that you're having her be the one to quit. She wants to quit. Fine. She needs to be the one to tell the coach that she's quitting and why. These are good life lessons you're teaching. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Why is Reddit so difficult to use? Alright. Yeah, I would say you're not the oh my god, I said a cuss word! You're not the a-hole, or as Common Chris would say, you're not the scallywag. We're gonna say that because I sound more proper. You're not the scallywag at all. What do we want next? I'm interested in this one. Alright, am I the a-hole for keeping everything at my home after an accident? This one is very short. A few months ago, one of my daughter's half-siblings, her mom's kid, poured some juice on her book. My daughter was devastated, but it was easy to replace. No big deal, right? Well, I decided it could happen to anything. What if next time it's the laptop or the PS5? So I told my daughter that anything I pay for will have to remain at my house, and she agreed. Now she wants to live with me because she gets bored with her mom, and her mom is angry that she's about to lose custody and thinks I'm an a-hole. Okay, I mean, this makes sense. Does the mom not have enough money to buy the kid, like, a book? Or, like, obviously a laptop is expensive, but, like, if she's bored... Oh, let's look at the comments. Okay. Well, that's typically how things go with shared custody. If you pay for it, it stays at your house. If mom is upset, she can get your daughter a budget tablet or something. Yeah. Just, like, get her something cheap that she can use. It's always the parent who doesn't have the resources or won't spend the resources who thinks this is unreasonable. There will be things that the child will need at both homes, school supplies, their phone, etc., especially as the child reaches teen years, but otherwise, toys, clothes, books, electronics, they all need to stay where they were bought. I don't agree with clothes. I agree with all those besides clothes. You think I'm gonna, when I'm at my mom's house, I'm gonna wear the clothes that my mom bought me, and then I'm going to go completely naked, walk to my dad's house, get in the clothes at my dad's house, and then, like, just, like, overseas? Like, no, I don't agree with the clothes thing, but, you know, I agree besides that. Yeah, I would, not at all, no. I think we should probably talk to the mom and be like, hey, let's just get our kids something, okay? So, because, like, is there nothing to do at your house to the point where your kid wants to, like, not live with you anymore? Like, I think that's interesting. What? Oh, I'm scared. Oh, wait, I don't even know what they were voted. I don't care. Okay, this one's longer. Am I the a-hole for not buying food for my cousin after they couldn't eat because of me? Benefit of the doubt, but I'm scared. My 21 female, older sister's 24 female, Sam, birthday was yesterday. Friday. Thank you. Sam lives 2 doors away from my cousin, Liz, 30 female. Okay. I got Sam her favorite cake. I don't live in the same city, so I drove there, but I also had to run some errands. Sam's husband said that she was going to be in the house all day, so if I leave the cake in their fridge, she would find out and ruin the surprise. For some context, Liz and I grew up together, but Liz's mom is an extreme helicopter parent. She was born deaf. Okay. So she quit her job when she was born. Oh. I thought we were talking about, I thought we meant Liz's mom was born deaf, so she quit her job as a baby. And I was like, what was her job as a baby? No. Liz's mom quit her job because Liz was born deaf. Because she just can't leave Liz. Homeschooled her, didn't let her go to college because she's frail and fragile, and deaf people can't work, which is untrue. Yeah, what? Wow, her mom is so everyone in the family paid monthly to cover their food and bills. Right now they barely scrape by because they are used to everyone paying for them. They sell food sometimes, but I don't know how else they get money. So I called Liz and asked if I could leave the cake in her fridge until the party, and she agreed. I dropped the cake, ran the errands, and got to her place around 2 hours before the party. When I got there, she was pissed. She said that her mom buys groceries on Fridays and cooks for the day, but because the cake was inside the fridge, they couldn't buy groceries, so they didn't eat anything for the entire day. She told me to DoorDash something so she and my aunt could eat. I said that didn't make sense and I wasn't buying anyone food, that she could buy her own food or wait until the party where there would be a barbecue paid by my parents and Sam's husband, where she could eat for free. I took the cake and waited in the car with aircon until the party. Oh, air conditioning. They showed up to the party and told some people I had dropped it without asking and made them babysit the cake while I was doing God knows. Well, I was doing. Well, you were doing God. You mean while I was doing God knows what. My grandma confronted me and told me she was disappointed that my cousin is disabled and my aunt has enough as a single mom. I told her everyone was an adult. Ow! Ow! I'm sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit. Am I the a-hole? Sorry for any mistakes. English is not my first language. Edit for clarification. Liz said she didn't expect the cake to be so big and take that much space in the fridge. So her excuse is that she didn't have space to store groceries, so she didn't buy it. Okay, first off, Liz's mom. Hi. Her saying that her daughter is never going to be able to work and is completely disabled and is frail and fragile and can't go to school, can't go to college is actually disgusting, because there's not obviously like cures for deafness. Is there? I don't know. But there is like hearing aids. Like, she's not frail and fragile and unable to work and unable to, like, I bet you walk by multiple people every day that are deaf and you just don't know it. Like, anyways, second off, for her to say, yeah, you can put the cake in my fridge, and then say, I didn't expect it to be so big, so I didn't buy groceries. You do realize not every single grocery goes in your fridge. And is this like, okay, here's another question. How big is the fridge and how big is the cake? Because I feel like I'm confused. All right, let's look at some people. Instead of saying, what did they vote? Okay. They said not the a-hole. Instead of saying everyone is an adult, why didn't you say I don't understand what the problem is? It was for 2 hours and Liz told me it was fine when I asked about it. She didn't mention anything about it preventing her from getting groceries. Also, yeah, why wasn't she like, oh, how big is the cake? I have to get groceries today and I want to make sure they all fit in the fridge. And then she could have been like, oh, it's this big. And like, oh, sorry, that can't fit. Like, I need groceries. And then they could have, like, cooperated. Like, I'm very confused. I'm sorry, but I didn't budget for buying them an additional meal today, and I don't know why they're lying about me. Yeah, not the a-hole, but tell the full truth. Liz told you this was fine and then demanded money afterward. That's unexpected, and for what it's worth, I'm disabled. What? Wait. What? Wait, I'm so confused. Wait. Not the a-hole, but tell the full truth. Liz told you this was fine and then demanded money afterward, period. That's unacceptable, comma, and, dash, dash, for what it's worth, dash, dash, I'm disabled. Why did you throw in a fun fact? Why did you throw in a fun fact for us here? Like, okay, hi, okay, cool. And somebody replied this, period. OP, original poster, stop playing victim and use your voice. Wait, am I missing something? Is this person just a terrible... What am I missing? The other woman thinks that her child is frail and fragile, can't go to whatever. Wait, can we lock in? Okay, let me get the perspective, because maybe I'm not understanding the perspective. Okay, so OP, my 21 female. Okay, so original poster, 21 female. Her older sister is named Sam. Sam is 24 female. Sam lives 2 doors away from cousin. Cousin is named Liz. Liz's cousin, which would just be Sam's cousin. So OP got Sam her favorite cake. Sam's husband said that she was going to be in the house all day, so if I leave the cake in the fridge, she would find out and ruin the surprise. Context, Liz and us grew up together. Liz's mom is an extreme helicopter parent. Okay, so original poster's cousin was born deaf, which caused Liz's mom to leave her job, homeschool her, not let her go to college, not let her work because she was a frail and fragile baby, pretty much is what she's saying. Everyone in the family pitched in and paid monthly to cover their food and bills. They barely scrape by because they are used to everyone paying for them. They sell food sometimes. Okay, so OP called her cousin Liz, the frail and fragile one, saying, hey, can I leave this cake for my older sister in your fridge because you live 2 doors away from her? Liz said, yeah. OP left, ran errands, and got to her place around 2 hours before the party. When OP showed up, Liz was pissed. Said that her mom buys groceries on Fridays and cooks for the day. But because the cake was inside the fridge, her mom couldn't buy the groceries, so they didn't eat anything. No, I don't understand why everyone's freaking out saying that you need to stop being a baby, take responsibility. No. I don't stop playing victim and use your voice. Not the a-hole. Sounds like Liz's mom has raised her to believe her disability granted her permanent victimhood and not responsible for her own decisions. Exactly. Like, ever since Liz was born, her mom has made her think that she's not going to be able to ever do anything in her life. Can't go to school and can't get a job, can't live by herself because she's deaf. Yeah, and said we couldn't eat anything. Me and my mom, there's only 2 of us, me and my mom couldn't eat absolutely anything all 24 hours of the day because you put your big cake in my tiny fridge. Girl, go buy some graham crackers and snack on those. Go to McDonald's. Not everything has to go in your fridge. You didn't have to starve yourself. Whatever. Yeah, so dry goods don't exist in this house? Exactly. Yeah, what are we talking about? I'm fed up with this. And am I the a-hole for not going to my dad's wedding since it's just a stupid party? This is also really short. My dad is getting remarried. I, female 15, assumed I'd be a bridesmaid or a junior bridesmaid, but apparently my new stepmom doesn't want any kids in her wedding party. Okay. Dad said that I can be his best woman, but I don't want to match clothes with men. I wanted to wear bridesmaid clothes. Okay. I told my dad who told his girlfriend, who still refused to make me a bridesmaid. Dad told me to drop it, and it's just a stupid party, and I should just let it go and get over the fact that I can't be in her wedding party. I told him since it's just a stupid party, I won't attend. It's on my mom's custody time, so I don't have to go anyways. He thinks I'm... How are they voted? Okay, wait. Maybe I can see the other side of this. Because I was thinking, like, for the dad to be like, no... Okay, I see it. I'll give my opinion after. Let me read this comment. I'm probably in the minority, but I think you are the a-hole. This isn't your wedding. You don't get to decide the bridal party, and I wanted to wear a bridesmaid dress isn't a reason for someone to change their vision for their own wedding. Plenty of brides have what the heck? The lights are flashing. Have adults-only wedding parties. This isn't automatically a slight against their future stepchildren. Dude, I even tried to find a meaningful role for you by... Okay, yeah, I guess I can see it. Because I get not wanting to match with the boys, wanting to, like, wear a pretty dress, like, blah, blah, blah. But then at the same time, then after your dad said it's just a party, you threw that phrase back at him and decided not to attend at all. This doesn't punish your future stepmom. It hurts your relationship. That's where I'm a little confused, because... the dad is the one who said, hey, my wedding is just a stupid party, so you shouldn't care about what role you play. Like, I get you can't really control what role you play in a wedding, and you can't control how she wants her wedding, but it's also so weird to me for this to say it's hurting the relationship with the dad to throw the phrase back at him, because he's the one who said, my wedding is just a stupid... She's also 15. Not saying 15-year-olds can't. OP is literally a 15-year-old child dealing with feeling excluded from her dad's new life. Of course she's making it about herself. That's what hurt 15-year-olds do. That makes her 15, not the a-hole. I agree. Okay, I don't think... Maybe if she was 55 years old and her dad was 73, I'd be like, okay, yeah, tone it down a little bit, girl. You're not... This ain't all about you. But she's 15. Yeah. I'm scared. Am I the a-hole for not defending my wife when my sister called her fat? So it's not even her sister, it's your sister. We're reading all of this right now. My sister, 27 female, was visiting my wife, 32 female, and me, 33 male, the other day. An important thing to know about my sister is that she has a child, 5 months, with her now ex-boyfriend, 27 male. Okay, 27 male. When my sister found out that she was pregnant... Wait, is her child 5 male? I don't know why I thought it was 5 months. I think her child's 5 male, not 5 months. When my sister found out she was pregnant, she told her then boyfriend that she was pregnant, so now her ex. He wanted to marry her in a shotgun wedding of sorts. My sister said no. The only information she offered up was that there was no way they would be compatible in the long term, and I don't think it's any of my business to probe or question her about it. Soon after my sister and her boyfriend broke up, but they established a healthy co-parenting relationship. And now, both of them have 50-50 custody with stable, well-paying jobs and live close by each other. Sounds good. My wife strongly thinks that my sister should have gotten married. Your wife has absolutely no place in what your sister does. If it was her sister, it'd be one thing. But that's her sister-in-law. Your wife has absolutely no opinion. I mean, she can have an opinion. but she has no say in what your sister does with her life. Hates that my sister refers to her ex-boyfriend as her baby daddy. That is a little, I don't love that. That's a little weird, but at the same time, it's really not that big of a deal. I don't think my sister cares that she had a child out of wedlock. But every time my wife meets my sister, she brings up the fact that she should try to get her boyfriend back and ask him to propose again and ask why she did not want to marry him. Your wife, okay, oh my god, I would love to just be like divorced, but no, I'm not going to be that type of person. You need to sit down with your wife and have a conversation because she's off her rocker. Especially since my sister has been single these past 5 years, it has gotten to the point that she told me privately that she's fed up with this and asked me to speak to my wife about this, which I have. Yeah. The other day, my sister visited my wife. Wait, I think I know where this is going. What is this called? My wife or my sister? Okay, I was like, why would you not defend? Like, why would you not like yell at your sister for calling you a fan? Now that we're here. The other day, my sister visited my wife and I at our house. We were having a normal conversation, and my sister was talking about her son entering kindergarten and all the ways she was preparing him. The convo seemed pretty mundane until my wife once again brought up that my sister should try and get married as a girl. I'm going to stick my head right into your business when it's none of my business. It's getting me, I'm making me mad. And that the parents would view her as immature and would think of her child as illegitimate if she didn't. Before I could jump in and say anything to diffuse the situation, my sister was raging, rightfully so, thank you very much, rightfully so, and said that my wife should worry about her fat self losing 100 pounds before worrying about her child, and that a ring can't hide her triple chin. And to worry less about her going to courthouse and more about the gym. Wait, was this? Okay, that was a little aggressive. I didn't think it was gonna be like that. My wife has always been on the bigger side, and I absolutely love and adore her. Aw, but it is one of her biggest insecurities. Okay, she ended up sobbing while my sister grabbed her things and left. This whole argument took around 2 minutes. You should get married with your boyfriend. Shut the hell up, you're so fat! Walks out of the house. Stop worrying about me and worry about your big belly. Cries herself to sleep every night for the rest of her life. And I froze up and didn't really know what to do. After my sister left, my wife asked why I didn't say anything to defend her to my sister. I was honest and said I thought that she was wrong for calling my sister immature and her child illegitimate. Yeah, that's the thing, because I would be mad too if my brother's wife was sitting here saying your child is, I can't say this word, so is illegitimate. You get what I'm saying? Not legit. Saying her child wasn't legit and that she was immature because she didn't want to get married to the man she got pregnant with. Really none of your business. While I acknowledge it was wrong for my sister to make the comment that she did, yeah, I don't think they were completely unprovoked. My wife is not giving me this silent treatment. Your wife sounds awful. You are the a-hole for letting her keep disrespecting your sister and her son for so long. I agree. I don't think he is. No, I think this is like an equal thing. Like, I do think I think it's like all like, it's like a triangle. Like, he is an a-hole for letting his sister, nope, his wife repetitively shame his sister. And he is a little bit of the a-hole not stepping in, like, at least a little bit. But then at the same time, yeah, and it happened for 5 years. Like, I am surprised his sister still hangs out with you. But then there is that little bit that's like, I guess I kind of get it. But I do think you are not for like the main reason you posted this, for not sticking up for your wife, but for the reason you let your wife disrespect your sister for 5 ongoing years. That it had to get up to that point. Because, like, obviously, like, it shouldn't have, I'm not saying, like, oh, it's all your fault that this happened. No, I'm saying, like, you should have stepped in a little bit that it wouldn't have to get to the point that it did. Oh, okay, we're gonna do, hello, help, it's not working, help, 1 second. All right, let's do one more because it's 1:30 a.m. and so let's do one more before I go to bed. Ooh, finally made a princess cake. Girl, you ate that down, literally. That's not what we're looking for today. That's not what I want. Okay, wait. Should we do an am I overreacting? Let's do one am I overreacting. This one's short, so I'll do, this isn't really like a writing, that's just a screenshot. So it says, am I overreacting or did I just have a slow moment? Weird way to say that, kind of disrespectful way to say that. All right, this is the text. So OP said, yeah. Could have cropped it a little more. So this other person on the other side said, did you look up what, oh, never mind. It was cropped. Person says, you still awake? She replies, or he, they reply, yeah. The other person replies, did you look up what helps for recovering when you have, when you have E. coli? Lol. Just fluids for real, and liquid, and liquid IVs. Also, bananas help food-wise. That's not what I asked, lol. What you mean? Read it again. I'm confused. I basically said yes. You didn't, you just started listing things and that's not at all what I asked. Never mind, though ruined it. Okay, girl, I can't read it anymore. I'm confused. No, I'm lost. Let's look at some comments. So she said, did you look these things up? And she wanted her to say yes. She didn't want her to. Okay, why are they all screenshots? Ooh, kill this man. Am I overreacting about being upset at my boyfriend about not wanting me to get a tattoo? She sent tattoo ideas. And he said, no more. I'm tired of seeing ink on your body and you're wasting money. It needs to stay clear, and that's final. She sent a thumbs up and said, not sure what your issue is with tattoos, but okay. I can't really read it because it's like warped from the bubble thing, but I'm guessing it says, my issue is that your body looks good without it. Hey, exactly. Her body looks good without it. Is it your body? No. No, it's not. Also, the tattoos are a little freaky. Why is the background a cat? The background of the photo thing is a cat. Not like a regular cat. They're a little freaky tattoo ideas. Anyways. Are those your boobs? No, they're not. So, leave her alone. Leave her alone. I would say break up with him immediately. You're not overreacting at all. Actually kill him, honestly. Oh my god, this one scrolls. Never mind. Okay. He said, my issue is that your body looks good without it, question mark. Like, I love the clear skin. She said, so you're saying my body no longer looks good because I have tattoos? I don't even mind what you have now, but it needs to stop because you got one on your back and shoulder bone. That's literally not that many. Then she said, okay, I am allowed to customize my character. Exactly. She's customizing her character, not yours. That was loud. I truly don't see what the problem is. He said, okay, but I love your character the way it is. Yeah, exactly. You love her character the way it is. Maybe she doesn't love her character the way it is. Guess what? I bet she doesn't like the way your character is. I'm sorry, I'm getting really mad. He said, does my opinion not matter? She said, I value your opinion, but not when you constantly try to control me. I don't tell you how to dress or tell you what you can and can't do with your body. Yeah. So this is obviously a reoccurring thing. You're not overreacting. There's more, though. Okay, so how I feel about you doing that doesn't matter, though, like, if I don't like, then I don't like it, but prove me right, I guess. Break up with him because not only does he have terrible opinions and thinks he can control your body, but he also doesn't know how to spell and has terrible grammar. Send him right back to that 3rd grade English class. So, she said, so only your opinion and feelings matter? I would have just blocked him already. He said, because it's about respect when it comes to how you customize your character. Because if I don't want you dressing some kind of way, then you should respect it because it grabs attention. And then he replied to her message where she said, so only your opinion and feelings matter. And he said, I'm not saying that, but it's really about coming to an agreement from seeing what's really wrong in the situation. What's his address? I want to have a conversation with him. She said, so genuinely tell me what's wrong with tattoos. He said, ooh, started off with okay, so I'm scared. With the AY at the end. He said, okay, from this month to like December, if I was ripped with the kind of body you would want from me, it's clear, sexy, whatever, and decided to cover it with tattoos. You wouldn't like that, would you? She said, I actually find tattoos attractive. She said, you still haven't answered my question on what the issue is with tattoos. He said, I just don't want it on my partner's body. Simple as that, because I already like the way the body is. The body, I mean her beautiful, fabulous, amazing body. She said, from what I'm gathering, it appears you can't give me a legitimate reason other than the fact that you don't personally like it. But she replied to when he said, I'm not saying that it's really about coming to an agreement, and said, but earlier you implied there was something wrong with it. He said, okay, you win, spend your money. Customize your character. I'll just start my journey now. She said, your journey with? And there's no more. Wait, please, please say she commented, we broke up. I'm in jail. I'm texting this from jail because I killed. Yes, I mean, he has every right to not feel attracted to tattoos, but he has zero right to decide whether you have any. Yes. Oh, wait, she also wrote something. She said, I'm honestly frustrated. He always has something to say about what I do, whether it's the music I listen to, what I wear, the music I listen to, what I wear, how I talk. It's exhausting. I'm so over his controlling mindset. I have about 6 tattoos currently: shoulder, collarbone, spine, forearms, and thigh. Okay. Forearms, so maybe both. They aren't big tattoos at all and are very cohesive with my aesthetic. I want to see what you look like, queen. He has this entire ideology of how he thinks a woman should present herself, and it genuinely infuriates me. A woman should dress modest. Cover yourself up. You're doing this for male attention. He sounds like he wants male attention. It sounds like, no, here. This is what I really think. I think he's jealous you're getting male attention because he wants that male attention. He's a closeted gay, and you must open that closet for him. I love the clean look on a woman. You want to be like the world? You want to be like the world? What do you mean? He criticizes everything I do, but when I say something about him, he can't take it. Like, dude, actually get over yourself. Am I being unreasonable? No. You're fabulous, you're beautiful, you're amazing. I'm angry. We have to stop because I'm actually angry. I would love to see what this baddie looks like because I just know she's a baddie. Yeah, alright, well, thank you for watching my first Reddit video. These will I'll definitely do more because I really like the am I overreacting ones with like the screenshots. I want to do like relationship ones. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.